Not if I have anything to do with it, evil doers. Okay, people, welcome back to another Fwoosh review. Today I'm looking at the Universal Monsters Select Creature from the Black Lagoon. This is a Toys R Us exclusive. Not the figure itself, but the base, more than anything. This is the base that comes with the Toys R Us version. The Diamond exclusive comes with a more elaborate base. So, if you can't find them at Toys R Us, you'll be able to find them at, order them at a comic shop or online somewhere, I'm sure. I picked him up over the weekend, along with Frankenstein, Son of Frankenstein. Here he is with Son of Frankenstein. He's not as overly huge. Overly huge? He's not as huge as Frankenstein, but he's still a big figure. Bigger than, he's select scale. So he's 7-inch figure. He's going to be bigger. Again, sculpting, paint, articulation, Diamond Select is knocking these out of the park. Not everyone's cup of tea. Like I've said before, I'm not really a Universal Monsters fan. I know the characters. I've seen the movies, but, it's been so long ago that I couldn't tell you a thing about them. I know the characters. I like good action figures, so I picked these up, and they are good action figures. Right off the bat, the sculpt, right in the package, just detail everywhere. In the package I couldn't see that the fin came all the way down to his upper legs, back of his arms, back of his legs. It's just fantastic. Even the bottoms of the feet are sculpted, and you don't see that a lot anymore. On top of that, the paint, his torso right here is a little plain, but it still has a wash. Darker green, brownish in between the scales, but really on the rest of the body, you can see the lighter paints here. You can see the lighter paints here on his gills or fins or whatever it is. My fish anatomy is lacking. The darker wash, just the hands. He looks wet and nasty, like he should. But really, what surprised me the most was articulation. Looking at him in the package, I thought, well, he doesn't have this, he doesn't have this. I was wrong. I opened up the package and there was it was kind of stuck, but it's really well hidden. The swivels, some of the swivels are. First off, you have the head. Well, it's a ball on top of a hinge, so you get side to side. You don't get a lot of up because the fins get in the way here. But down, you get a little bit down. The torso has two joints, swivel up top and a swivel down lower about the waist. And then you get some side to side out of the lower one. A little bit on top, but not as much. So you get lots of bend action. Back, not so much, again, because of the fin. Forward, a little bit. The two joints work together to kind of get you some crunch action. Now the arm, hinge and swivel shoulder, up, straight out, all the way around. His shoulder pad top things get in the way a little bit. Hidden behind some sculpt of the scale right here is a swivel. So it was kind of stuck when I got it, but I just kept twisting until it twisted. But yeah, the excellent work here. The sculpt comes down over the swivel, but it doesn't hinder it. So that's pretty badass. Elbow, hinge and swivel. He doesn't get a lot of bend there. Not quite 90. And then swivel. Hinge and swivel at the wrist. Get a twist, get a hinge. Great flippers, hands, claws, whatever you want to call them. Nice and big, nice for swimming. The hips is a bit hindered by the sculpt. There's no back, but you can get forward 90 and then swing out about that far. It's on a hinge. And again, there's a swivel on the upper thigh hidden by the scales, so you get a twist here. Great job, just absolutely fantastic job there. The knees hinge, you get back about that far, not great, but again, it's a trade-off between sculpt and, you know, range of movement. They do bend. Ankles are hinge. I don't see a swivel up in there, but he has some rocker ankle action, but it's limited by the sculpt coming down over the feet here beside the ankles. So back, forward, some side to side. The pin goes forward in the foot, so again, I didn't think he'd have those because of what it looked like in the package, but he does. So he's nicely articulated, very nicely articulated. Again, the swivels at the elbow and the top of the bicep, a bit redundant, but I'm good as long as it turns, you know what I mean? Just nice figure all around. I can't say enough good things about this, especially for $14.99 price point. I can't remember the last, well, I got in on the Toys R Us deal for the X-Men Legends, but that was just a fluke, you know. That wasn't on purpose, I don't think. So yeah, $14.99 for a 7-inch scaled figure with loads of articulation, loads of paint, loads of sculpt. It's just blows my mind. I wish I'm in for the Universal Monsters line. I wouldn't have said that a couple months ago, but I may go back and try out Van Helsing. Even though his head looked a little large, you know, kind of human character, the monsters I can kind of fudge onto my shelf. The human character, maybe not, but I'm willing to give it a try. Like I showed a minute ago, he comes with a base, 2 peg holes. His feet are pretty large to try to fit on there, but he does fit on there. But like a Frankenstein, his feet, because of the articulation and the size, he has no trouble standing. So the base is just, you know, for display, for looks. It's got nice colors. Got some driftwood, some seaweed. Here, greens, blacks, yellows. There's a lot of paint apps on just a base. Not bad at all. Makes me miss bases a little bit. Here he is with Aquaman from DC Universe Classics. Yeah, he's a large figure. Here he is with my standby human 7-inch figure, Dutch. Pretty close. I mean, I could go with this on the shelf, but he'll be over with Frankenstein on his own shelf. I think at this point I've decided to just go with a monster shelf. Like I said in the Frankenstein review, with Creature Replica coming out with the Yeti and the Sasquatch and other creatures, by the end of the year we're going to be building up a pretty good monster shelf. I can't recommend this figure enough. Just go out and buy it. We need more figures like this. If you like the review, comment, subscribe, tell me what you think. I'll see you on the Fwoosh. Outrageous!